little pink houses for you and me.
Farm Aid 2007 finally hit the Big Apple on Sunday, September 9th, and it featured mainstays Dave Matthews, Neil Young, John Mellencamp, and Willie Nelson. Matthews played with acoustic partner Tim Reynolds, and Mellencamp brought out Susan Tedeschi and Derek Trucks, who are husband and wife, at different points during the set. Trucks played with his own band, Mellencamp, and with the Allman Brothers. An acoustic Neil Young ran through faves Human Highway, Heart of Gold, and Too Far Gone. The highlight for many was the all-star acoustic jam featuring Greg Allman, Warren Haynes, and Dave Matthews to perform a rendition of the Allmans' Melissa. Trucks and a New York State farmer were asked if Farm Aid has actually made a difference in its 22-year existence.
I think it's made leaps and bounds over the last few years. It really has. Just for the very fact that there are more and more young first-generation farmers every year. We're first-generation farmers. We chose to farm on purpose, and that's happening more and more every year. So I actually think it's getting better.
And as far as like 22 years or as long as they've been doing, I mean, it's a constant grind. You know, it's the push and pull. You have to constantly fight the good fight. You know, and it's amazing they've stuck to it. I mean, that's a long time to do anything. Keep a band together, a marriage, a festival. So I mean, it's impressive. It's impressive they keep doing it, and just the 9 years that I've been aware of it, as long as Susan has been involved in it, it's amazing to see the steps that they've made. But it's sometimes it's 2 steps forward, 1 backwards. You got to keep plugging away.
At a press conference earlier in the day, Matthews talked about the significance of Farm Aid coming to New York, recalling his own farming attempts in the Empire State.
I grew up north of New York City, and one time our septic tank had problems, and then we all of a sudden had tomatoes growing out of the lawn. And the cleverest sibling, my older brother, he wouldn't eat them, because the rest of us thought the tomatoes were pretty good, but I think he cared at that point maybe a little more where his food came from, so whatever. But I think that it's a true story too. My mom picked them. But my belief is that, and I've learned it over the years here and also from having an intelligent wife, that food is fine, but food can be great, and there's a big difference between okay food and great food.
Farm Aid's capacity at Randall's Island was 25,000, and an official said that attendance was very close to a sellout. Farm Aid's focus this year was how cities are dependent upon farms and on a way to bring locally grown family farm food to the tables of urbanites. Stay tuned in the next week for thoughts by Willie Nelson, John Mellencamp, and Neil Young on the event.
Told me when I was young.